Hello friends, today we are going to do construction 11.2 exercise we are going to do. Now this is question number 1, in which a triangle has to be constructed in which BC equal to 7 centimeter, angle B equal to 75 degree and AB plus BC equal to 13 centimeter. So we'll start like this. That will draw BC 7 centimeter. So BC, first you draw BC 7 centimeter. So this is B and this is your C. So this is BC, this is 7 centimeter. Now you see, you have to make angle 75 degree at B, and 75 is actually between 60 and 90, so we have to make both the angles 60 as well as 90. So we are making here angle, this is for 90 angle. So first cut gives you, this is 60, and if you cut it again, this gives you angle 120 degree, and if you make a construction like this, and this meeting point of these two arcs will give you angle 90 degree. So we join this B point to this to get angle 90 degree. So this is 90 degree and this is your 60 degree. Our required angle is just in between 90 and 60. So we'll bisect this angle. So take a little more, make arc here from this point and make another arc which will cut this previous arc from this point. So this meeting point of two arcs is actually giving you angle 75 degree. So join it. And we'll take this length, because this AB plus BC is given to us 13 centimeters, so we'll take it at least 13. So 13, you see this 13 is here and it's coming here. Now this is 13 centimeters, so you can join it also. This is 13 centimeter. Take this point as A dash. This point is not the actual one, this is the point which will help us to get A. So now what you can do, you join this A dash to C. So this is A dash to C, you have got this line segment. Now after this we'll draw the perpendicular bisector of this line A dash C. Here we have two methods. We want to get a side which will cut this A dash B. So we have two methods. First method is that we draw this angle here and we draw the similar angle here, and from there we'll get a required point. So I'm going to do this way, that I'm making a angle at this point. So let's say this angle. So similar arc you make from C also. Now you measure this width. This width of angle is this much is the width. So you have measured this. Now make the similar width from this point also. After getting this point, you draw a line which will pass through from this point of contact of these two arcs and this C. Now I can see this angle, this line which is passing through C and this point of contact of these two arcs is meeting A dash B at this point. So name this point as A. This is our actual A, which we are looking for. So now you can see this triangle ABC is the required triangle. Triangle ABC is the required triangle. Now the steps of construction you can write as you have done step by step. Like you can write that BC you have drawn first 7 centimeter, then you made angle 75 degree at B. This was the second steps of construction, and then you have taken BA dash as 13 centimeter because it is given if AB plus BC equal to 13. And after this you draw a angle at point A dash, and similar angle you made at C, and this way you have got this point A, which is the required point of the triangle ABC. This is very important to know why we have done construction like this. What's the logic behind it? If we are making construction, we are doing construction, but we are not trying to know what's the reason behind the construction, that means your knowledge is incomplete. So let's discuss something about this also, why we have made the construction like this. But if surely if you are going to measure this AB and this BC, this is AB plus this is AC, not BC, this is AC. So have change, this is AC, this is 13 centimeter. So this way if you measure this AB and this AC, your sum is going to be 13. But we can we can recheck this by some other way also, that AB is fixed. It means this length AC, if this length is equal to this length AA dash, it means your work is done, because B to A plus A to A dash is total 13 centimeter. So AB is there. If I am able to show that AC is actually equal to A dash A, then my work will be done. So how can I show this? Now a small construction I'm doing, I'm drawing a perpendicular bisector from this, because you can see this angle and this angle. I'm marking this as let's say this angle as 1, this angle as 1, this angle as 2. So you can see that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and these are by the construction. And we have drawn this construction, that we have drawn this AD perpendicular to A dash C. So this is what you can take in, this is given, and in construction we are going to take this AD is AD perpendicular to A dash C. Also AD bisects A dash C. So this is our part of construction, though it is never asked in the exam to verify this thing, but this is for your knowledge to just see why this thing is true and why we have done the construction that way. So this is construction, that AD is perpendicular to A dash C, and also AD bisect angle A dash C, this line segment A dash C. So if solution I'm just writing here, and what my target is, I have to write this here to show. My target is that I show AC is equal to AA dash. So this is my target to show, because I have already discussed this, that AB plus AC has to be 13, and we have taken the in the construction that A dash B is 13. So AB is okay, it's there already. So this A dash A is replaced by AC. So somehow I have to show that AC is equal to A dash A. So see this solution. In triangle, we take two triangles, in triangle AD A dash and triangle AC ADC. So what you have in this triangle, that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. It's you can take by construction, you have got it, and AD equals to AD, this AD is equal to AD, this is common, and one more thing is left, that you can use that A dash D is equal to DC. So you can see that your triangle A dash is congruent to triangle ADC. So the rule is, you can see this is ADD common, one this one con side common, this is taken, one angle is taken. Okay, we are not getting a criteria, so we can take one more criteria, which is this thing, angle 90 degree. So let's say this angle as 3 and this is as 4. So angle also here you can write this 3 is equal to 4 each 90 degree. So this way we have got angle, this one angle, and this side, one side is common. So we can say this is angle side, angle criteria, angle side, you can say also angle side. So this way we have shown that these two triangles are congruent, and AA dash will be equal to AC by CP CT. So this is the reason behind this type of construction. This reason is very important to understand from the understanding that you are actually going to learn from inside, that yes, this construction is done because of this reason. Though this is not compulsory, I am again repeating, you have to write steps of construction if it is asked in the exam, otherwise you may leave. You know how to do the construction, just I am recapitulating this thing again, that BC we have taken 7 centimeter first step, then angle 75 was made at B, this was the second step, and A dash B was taken 13 centimeter. Then we have drawn this angle, you can mark angle 2, and this you can mark angle 1, they are similar or same angles you have constructed. So this line is meeting A dash B at this point A. So this is your required point A, and you have now got ABC as your required triangle. Now see question number 2. You have to construct a triangle ABC in which BC equal to 8 centimeter and angle B equal to 45 degree, and AB minus AC is 3.5 centimeter. So we can draw a rough figure. You see this, I'm doing it, that BC I'm taking as this is this is 8 centimeter, angle B 45 degree, let's say this is 45 degree, and if I take some point at A here, then I join like this A, and you see that AB minus AC is 3.5. So now you may think of one thing, that in this case this AB is bigger than AC. Construct a triangle ABC in which BC equal to 8 centimeter, angle B equals to 45 degree, AB minus AC is 3.5. So here we can think one important thing, that AB minus AC equal to 3.5 means that AB has to be bigger, because only from bigger number, if you subtract some smaller number, you will get some positive answer. So our difference is positive, it means that AB is greater than AC. So let's do this construction, and after this we'll know the reason why we are doing this construction that particular way. So first step is that you draw BC 8 centimeter. So I'm taking this scale here to make this construct BC as 8 centimeter. So BC, this you take, this is this point, and draw this up to 8. So this point is your BC, this BC is your 8 centimeter. Now you have to draw angle 45 degree. You can see in your rough figure this angle is 45 degree. After drawing BC 8 centimeter, you draw 45 degree angle at B. So for this you have to draw 90 degree angle first. Okay, so this is a 90 degree angle. So this is a 90 degree angle, and if you have to make 45 degree, you have to bisect this angle. So open your compass more than half of this arc, make a arc, cut one arc here, and from this another point and make another arc which will cut this previous arc. While you do construction, you make sure that your compass and pencil, everything is in proper condition, otherwise your construction will not be good. Now you join this B to this point. So now you can see this is something like this coming. Now somewhere this A point is on above BC, so somewhere we have to take 3.5 centimeter cut. So either you measure it from this scale 3.5, or you may measure it from your compass also 3.5. So 3.5 is approximately coming this at this point. This is your 3.5. Let's say this point as A dash. Remember this is A dash, not A. This is not our required point A. Now after this you join this A dash to C. This is a line segment A dash C. Now we'll draw the perpendicular bisector of this A dash C, and we'll see that where this line meets this line BA, you have to extend this a little more, so that you can see where this is meeting this perpendicular bisector of A dash C. So I'm just extending it, because I know that my point can be little up. So I have just extended like this. Now I'm going to draw the perpendicular bisector of A dash C. So you see A dash C open more than half. So this is one arc, and put one mark this side, and from A dash take another arc like this and this. Okay, so you can now see that these two meeting points of two arcs you have to join. So join, and when you join this you will get a intersection point with this extended line of BA dash. So this is the point of intersection, and this is actual point is A. Now finally you just join this A to C, and you will get this required triangle ABC. So we'll write this triangle ABC is the required triangle. Now if you want to verify your answer, you may measure this AB with the help of a scale. You measure AB, this is coming as something 12 point something, and you measure this something, this is coming as 9 something. So 12.5 minus 9, so difference will be 3.5. It means that AB minus AC is getting verified here. AB I measured, this is 12.5, and AC I measured, this is 9. So 12.5 minus 9 is 3.5. Now the question comes ki why we have done this construction that way, and what's the need to do this, and why we are getting the construction in the right form. So see what I'm going to explain you. This is the perpendicular bisector, so this is equal to this thing. And if you take triangle A dash A, this A dash C, we have drawn that particular perpendicular bisector. So you see this triangle A dash AD and this CAD. I can show these two are congruent, because AD equal to DC, and this angle 90 degree, and AD is common. So by side angle side I can prove these two triangles, this triangle and this triangle, are congruent. It means that this side A dash A is equal to AC. So that's why this folding one has done that way, and you can get easily that AB minus AC equal to 3.5, because this A dash A is replaced by this AC. This is third type of the triangle, in which you can see a triangle is given, QR base is also given 6 centimeter, and this Q is 60 degree given, and PR minus PQ equal to 2 centimeter. So if I draw a base, let's say this is QR, I'm doing a rough figure. This QR is your base and P will be somewhere on above QR. So PR minus PQ. Now you see that PR minus PQ, what does it mean? It means that PR is greater than, this is P and this is R. So PR is greater than PQ. Why this greater? Because only positive difference you get when you subtract a smaller number from a bigger number. So it means that PR length is more than PQ. Now this construction will be done again in a specific manner, and that specific manner first it will be done, and after that the reasoning part will be discussing it. So first step will be that you draw QR as 6 centimeter. So I'm drawing this QR. So my this QR is coming as, this is QR, you mentioned this Q, this as R. So QR is your 6 centimeter, and at Q you must draw an angle, this angle 60 degree. So we know that how to draw 60 degree. You draw this semicircular arc and make a cut this. So this first one, this first cut will give you the angle 60 degree. So this cut will give you angle 60 degree. This time you extend this line below Q also, because that difference PR minus PQ is 2 centimeter. You have to take this difference down. So make mark 2 centimeter distance from Q. So this is 0 and this is, so this is your 2 centimeter. You can make an arc also. You can measure it through your this compass and take 2 centimeter, and you can make an arc also from Q to this side. You will also get this point as different distance to 2 centimeter from Q. So let's say this point as P dash. Remember this P dash is not our required point. We will be getting P, required point P, somewhere on this line. This has to be extended something more. So let's see. First we first join P dash to R. So we have joined now P dash to R, and next is you draw perpendicular bisector of P dash R. So you open more than half. Okay, so somewhere I have made the cut here like this, and you one more cut you make down. Okay, and the same arc you make from P dash. So somewhere this will be cutting this arc, this point. Now you join these two intersection points. So this is your line, and this is perpendicular bisector of this PR. This is 90 degree and this is equal. Now this point of intersection, which is this angle is 60 degree. So this extended line and this perpendicular bisector meeting at this point. So name this as your P, and this is your required point. Now you join this P to R. So after joining this, this is your required triangle PQR. PQR is the required triangle. Now you can verify your answer. You can measure the distances. At first you measure PR, because PR is bigger. So PR is somewhere coming around 5.55 something. So whenever you do construction, a little gap or little margin can be there, and it comes because of might be your pencil is not sharp, your compass might have moved something from one point to another point. So minor difference can be there. And this is something 3 point something, and this is almost 5, you see exactly this coming as 5.1 you may say, but minor one. And this is coming around 3.1 something. So 5.1 or 3.1, the difference is 2. It means our construction is right. So now the question comes, why we have done construction like this. Now you see, again, take these two triangles P. I'm writing this here. Take this P dash, let's say this point as M, and this triangle R, you can say this P R M. So these triangles, if you want to show them congruent, you can show it very easily, because this P dash M equal to MR, and this PM is common, and this angle is equal to this angle, each 90 degree. So this is your these two triangles are congruent by side angle side. Now it means that if you prove them, like triangle PP dash M congruent triangle PRM by your SAS criteria, then you can get like PP dash is equal to PR, and now this PP dash is equal to PR, and you see this is something that this is 2, and this is your 6 centimeter, this is 6 centimeter, and this way it can be verified that this PR has to come down, because otherwise you will not get this PR as bigger, you will be getting QP as a bigger side. So to get PR as bigger side, you have to draw this line down, because you can see this thing, if this is your PR and this is your QR, if you drag this this PR to this point, only then you are going to get this bigger. You see here, this is PR will be greater than PQ if this difference come down. You can see the difference has to come down. Otherwise, if this, in previous case when PR was smaller, it was coming, that difference was coming on the top side, but difference here will be coming down. Reason is very clear, that you see this PR is bigger and this PQ is smaller, that we already discussed. It will come, if you overlap this thing this way, then this will come down to Q. That's why we have drawn this QP dash down. See this question number 4. Construct a triangle XYZ in which angle Y equal to 30 degree, Z equal to 90 degree, and XY plus YZ plus ZX equal to 11 centimeter. This question has been deleted by CBSE in the year 2020 for this year only, but it is very important question, and it is asked if this situation have not arisen. So we will be discussing this, but this I'm clearly mentioning this in 2020. This is 2021 batch. This question is not going to come in the exam. So this question, we draw a rough figure first, that this is a perimeter. You can see this XYZ, this is YZ, it means somewhere this X, this is Y, this is Z. So Y is 30 degrees, so this angle is 30 degrees, Z is 90 degrees, so 90 degree will be here. Roughly you have to draw it just to see. And XY plus YZ plus XZ, the sum is 11 centimeter. So the construction is altogether different from rest of the 3 questions, and you might be getting the reason why we were doing why we are going to do construction that way. But you see first how we are constructing this, and some of you might understand because the logic is the same as we have discussed in first 3 questions. So first we'll take a side, let's say this side as AB will be taking 11 centimeter. So first you draw base, you can say base BC as 11 centimeter. So this is 11, so this is your B, let's say this is B, and this is C. This is your 11 centimeter. And next is you draw, first this angle at the corner is given 30 degrees. So first you draw 30 degree at this point. So we have to draw first angle 90 degree 60 degree, only then we can make half of that. So this is your first cut will give you angle 60 degree, and you have to bisect that 60. So make an arc this side from this point and one arc from this point. Now you join, this is your 30 degree. So first you draw this with the help of dotted lines, because this is not actually the required thing that we are going to create. So this is your 30 degree. Now we need to again make half of this, which is 15 degree, because whatever is angle given to you, you have to draw the half of it. Why and the reason we'll be discussing later on. So from this point draw this thing. Okay, so this is the 15 degree. Now we will draw a line starting from B, and it will be making a 15 degree angle with BC. So this is okay, this is 15 degree. Next draw 90 degree at point C. So make first cut and make another cut, this one, and make one cut above also and cut like this. So now this angle will be 90 degree. So draw it with dotted lines, because this is not what we are actually going to get. Now you bisect this angle, which is, this is 90 degrees, so bisector of this will be 45 degree. Open your compass more than half and make an arc like this. From this point also make an arc like this, which will cut this previous arc, and now join these two point, this point C and the point of intersection of this. So this point actually, which is the intersection of this line, you can say this line as, let's say this is BM, and let's say this is CN. So this BM and CN are meeting at this point. Name this point as X. Actually we have got our first point X this way. Now next thing is you draw perpendicular bisector of BX. You draw perpendicular bisector of BX, which will cut this BC somewhere at this point, and similarly we'll be drawing the perpendicular bisector of XC also. So first we are drawing for XB. So open it more than half. So this way we have drawn like this, and okay, this thing and this thing, and now you join these two intersection points. Okay, so that point which you have got now, which is on BC, actually this point is your Y, this Y point. Now to get this point Z, you draw the perpendicular bisector of XC. So more than half you open. So I'm making this like this, and this side this, and from X this thing we have drawn, and let's say this thing we have drawn. Now we will join these two intersection points. Okay, so this meeting point is actually your required point Z. Now you join these two points to X. So your triangle XYZ will be obtained. This is, so this angle you can see this is coming as 90 degree, and if you measure this with compass or with some D, then you will find this angle as 30 degree. And why this 30 degree, I'm just going to explain you the reason. You found that this was your 15 degree, this is also 15 degree. Because why 15 degree? Because I take these two triangles, I can show that these two triangles are congruent by side angle side. So this angle and this both angles are equal. So this is your isosceles triangle, and this is your exterior angle of this triangle BYX. So this is 15, this is 15, so this is going to be 30. Similarly, you take this triangle and take this triangle. So this is 90, this is 90, this is equal to this. So you can show these two triangles are again congruent, and this is your 45 degree you constructed. So this will also be 45 degree because of CPCT. So this is again your exterior angle, which will be 45 plus 45, 90. So this way, and also you see by you have shown these two triangles are congruent. So this BY is equal to YX. So this BY, it was taken at in the beginning at this point. So you move it like this is your B and BC. If you fold it, it will come on this. I'm taking the help of this pencil. This length and this length are equal. So initially it was like this. If I fold it from this point, you see this from this point, if I mold it, then it will be, after molding it, it will be reaching somewhere at this point X. Similarly, if you see this side and this side are equal because of CPCT, ZC is equal to XZ. So if you again fold it like this, it will move to this. So these two foldings from this point Y and Z will give you this point as X. So that's why this is your required triangle XYZ. Thank you.